Okay, guys, this is thesis statements part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1, make sure you do so. So I left off by saying that it does answer the question, and the second part of thesis statement is that it includes the specific rhetorical strategies through the use of textual and visual representations. Remember, that's what I called the first one. Scientific data and credible sources. It sure does. Here's my specific rhetorical strategies. Specific rhetorical strategies. Could I stop here? I could. Now, I'm looking at this through the lens of the person who's assessing the work. If I saw this thesis statement and then I read a second project and saw the thesis statement that I'm about to look at with you more in depth here in a second, I would assign this one more points than I would assign this one. Okay, so it's just something to consider. Is this okay? It is. Is it as advanced as this one? No. All right, let's look at this better thesis. In times as dire as those we are enduring now, talking about the coronavirus, the media plays an even larger role in the life of the consumer than it normally would. Through its use of textual and visual representations of information, scientific data, and credible sources, the media is arguably the most persuasive medium in the life of the consumer. All right, so I've done a couple of things here. In times as dire as those we are enduring now, I've provided specific context, okay? In other words, I've answered the question, why is this important? Why is this project that you're doing important in this moment? And I've done that right there. I've answered the question, the media plays an even larger role in the life of the consumer than it normally would. Answers the question. Okay, and I've continued that there. How does it play an even larger role? Well, it is arguably the most persuasive medium. Okay, continues or finishes the question. Does that make sense? So not only am I arguing that it's a persuasive source, because I do that up here in thesis 1, I'm saying it's the most persuasive medium in the life. Of everything that's having an impact on the decisions I'm making day to day, the media is the strongest, most persuasive force. And remember, I put on Google Classroom several times and in several assignments that rhetoric is persuasive, all right? So you should probably have an element of persuasion somewhere in your thesis. I've also used those 3 specific rhetorical strategies, okay? So it's saying the same exact thing, but this one is much better, much stronger than this one. All right, things I did not do. And when I say things I did not do, I'm talking about this better thesis. All right, I did not write in first person. Absolutely not. Okay, remember that after your personal narrative, I said I was taking your eyes and views away from you. That still stands. I did not say what I will do. Literally, I read so many thesis statements, and this isn't just this class, right? This has been previous classes as well, where I've read, in this essay, I will. Don't tell me what you'll do. Show me what you'll do. I'll be able to see that in your essay, what you're going to do. And I didn't write more than one thesis statement, or I'm sorry, more than one sentence. This is one sentence. Is it a more complex sentence than thesis 1? It sure is, right? I've used a semicolon to combine independent clauses, and that's totally okay, all right? But I didn't make it multiple sentences. Things I did do to make this a strong thesis. I provided context for my argument, right? Why am I doing this project now? That's always a really, really great idea. I wrote in third person. You don't see an I and you don't see a you. And I included a clear position. The media is arguably the most persuasive medium in the life of the consumer. That's my position. Is it defensible? Absolutely, and that's part of what makes a good argument. Could somebody disagree with me? They sure could. All right, so that's what makes it defensible. It's a thesis statement that meets the requirements of one, and it's much stronger than thesis 1. If after watching these 2 screencasts, you're still concerned about your thesis statement, or you need help kind of taking yours to another place, please email me. I won't write a thesis statement for you, but I will offer you some suggestions that will probably parallel a lot of the ideas that I put in these 2 videos. Right? Have a great day. Continue to work on that project, and I will check in with you again tomorrow.